Is it fair to make a comparison to concentrated farm animals, to concentrated food, to concentrated drugs? Well, when you put a lot of animals in a small space, they have unique problems. All right, it's going to stink. All right, it just doesn't have a natural environment, and it starts to get a putrid problem. Uh, I've passed by pig farms in Iowa, and it stank. They must, it's hard to blame the pigs so much as how much they concentrate those pigs into as small of an area as possible to maximize the profits. Well, it's a putrefying and sobering smell, and not just smell, but I mean, there's going to be probably visible issues too. Just I wasn't able to see it because they're going to mark it off as private property and all that, but it's just a concentrated problem that's it's hard to cover up, especially with the smell. And I think that can be compared in a lot of ways to sugar, all right, and how they concentrate the type of the phytochemicals from plants, from like corn or whatever the sugar beets, and you concentrate, you pull out all the other chemicals, everything that's natural about it, and you got this putrefying sugar that's addictive of all things. It wreaks havoc on the body, but when they process this stuff, they also have to deal with the waste, and it's gonna stink too. They're gonna take this. They're gonna have that pulp left over in large quantities, and there's probably gonna be a difficulty with spreading it out, and it's gonna stink. But once again, I talked to a turkey farmer, and it was a lady. She said that people actually pay for to haul away the turkey poop. So it strikes me as odd. I didn't realize that there'd be money in turkey poop, and maybe there is with pig poop. But I mean, it's strange because it goes against what college has been teaching us. With the one class I took in particular, where it said it was difficult distributing the turkey poop from like this turkey factory in Barron, Wisconsin, for example. They just you have all those turkeys in such a small area. Well, on the farms and it's in large containers, but maybe that's just the where you bring in the trucks and stuff to have it hauled away, and then from there you spread it out. But it's in that concentrated area, it's still immediately in bad shape. It's a toxic site with all that poop, and your body, I believe, becomes a toxic site by concentrating the sugar, having large amounts of sugar concentrated in your system. When you eat it from addiction, it's going to cause a putrefying effect. You're swelling your fat cells up, and they're absorbing a lot of that putrefaction from the problems with overeating a highly addictive substance that's put in 80% of grocery store foods. Um, it's a comparison I want to make, and with drugs too. I mean, there's a concentration. I mean, there's talk about the cleanup problems that come from meth labs. Okay, because they're concentrating. They're extracting the meth from ephedra plants, and then they leave behind, and that takes some chemicals to do. Although you could just make a tea out of it and have the same effects. You have stronger effects though when you use alcohol solutions. And there's this super expensive cleanup uh, problem that has to happen at the meth house. Sometimes the meth house has to be raised. Well, that's the same with just concentrating farm animals, concentrating other drug factories, sugar industry, all of that. It's causing a lot of problems.